Imagine living a life where you don't have to worry about overspending and you still get to enjoy the things that matter. That's what frugal living is all about. It's not about being cheap or denying yourself joy. Instead, it's about being smart with your money and making thoughtful choices. By living frugally, you can reduce financial stress, build savings, and feel more in control of your life. Frugal living helps you achieve big goals, like paying off debt, saving for a home, or even retiring early. People like financial expert Dave Ramsey have shown how powerful simple habits can be when it comes to managing money wisely. When you practice frugal living, you focus on your needs, avoid unnecessary spending, and find creative ways to save. In this video, I will show you the 7 habits of frugal living people, showing you how these practices can lead to a more secure and fulfilling financial life. Whether you want to save more, reduce debt, or just feel better about your money, these habits can make a big impact on your personal finances. Number 1. They make and stick to a budget. Frugal people know that the key to saving money starts with a budget. A budget is simply a plan for how you will spend and save your money each month. It helps you see where your money is going and make sure you have enough for the things you really need. Without a budget, it's easy to spend more than you earn, which can lead to debt and financial stress. One popular financial expert, Dave Ramsey, talks a lot about the importance of budgeting. He says that a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Frugal people follow this advice by tracking every expense and knowing exactly how much they can spend in each area of their life, like groceries, rent, and entertainment. To create a budget, start by listing all your sources of income and then write down your monthly expenses. Be sure to include both fixed costs, like rent or mortgage payments, and variable costs, like groceries and transportation. Once you know how much you are spending, adjust your budget to make sure you are saving some money every month. Sticking to a budget may take some discipline, but it's a habit that pays off in the long run. By staying on track, you avoid overspending, reduce wasteful purchases, and have more money to save or invest. In the end, a good budget is the foundation for a stress-free financial life. Number 2. They prioritize needs over wants. Frugal people know the difference between what they need and what they want. This habit is a big part of frugal living. Needs are things you can't live without, like food, shelter, and basic clothes. Wants are extras, like the latest phone, fancy coffee, or new clothes you don't really need. The idea of focusing on needs over wants is called essentialism. It means only spending money on what is truly important and letting go of things that don't add real value to your life. For example, instead of buying a brand new car, a frugal person might buy a reliable used one, saving thousands of dollars. When you put your needs first, you avoid wasting money on things you don't need. This leaves more room in your budget for important goals, like saving for an emergency fund or paying off debt. Frugal people often ask themselves, do I really need this, or is it just a want, before making any purchase. Learning to prioritize your needs over wants helps you take control of your spending and make your money go further. This simple habit can lead to big savings and a more focused, less cluttered life. Number 3. They avoid debt like the plague. Frugal people work hard to stay out of debt, and if they have debt, they make it a top priority to pay it off as quickly as possible. Debt, whether from credit cards, car loans, or other sources, can drain your finances and make it hard to save money. The more you owe, the more you pay in interest, which means less money for the things that really matter. Dave Ramsey, a well-known financial expert, often talks about the dangers of debt. He encourages people to use a method called the debt snowball to pay off debts quickly. In this method, you focus on paying off your smallest debts first, then move on to the larger ones, building momentum as you go. Frugal people avoid using credit cards unless they can pay the full balance each month. They also try to avoid borrowing money for things like cars, vacations, or unnecessary items. If they do need to borrow, they look for the best deal with the lowest interest rate. By staying away from debt or paying it off quickly, frugal people keep their financial stress low and their savings high. Avoiding debt helps them live a simpler, more secure life. Number 4. They embrace DIY and secondhand shopping. Frugal people love to save money by doing things themselves and buying secondhand whenever possible. DIY, do-it-yourself, means handling tasks like home repairs, cooking, or even crafting instead of paying someone else to do it. This can save a lot of money over time. For example, instead of hiring a professional to fix a small problem around the house, a frugal person might watch a tutorial and do it themselves. Secondhand shopping is another big money saver. Frugal people often buy gently used clothes, furniture, and other items from thrift stores, garage sales, or online marketplaces. These items are usually much cheaper than buying new, but can still be in great condition. For example, you can find high-quality furniture or brand-name clothing at a fraction of the cost. This habit not only saves money, but also helps reduce waste. Instead of buying something new and expensive, frugal people are happy to give second-hand items a new life. Whether it's finding a deal on used goods or learning a new DIY skill, these habits help frugal people stretch their budgets while still getting what they need. By embracing DIY and secondhand shopping, you can save money and live more sustainably. Number 5. They plan ahead and avoid impulse buying. Frugal people are careful planners when it comes to spending. They don't make purchases on the spur of the moment. Instead, they plan ahead for what they need and avoid impulse buying. Impulse buying happens when you see something you like and buy it without thinking about whether you really need it. This kind of spending can quickly ruin a budget. To avoid impulse buying, frugal people always shop with a list. Whether it's groceries, clothes, or other items, having a list helps them stick to buying only what they need. They also plan their bigger purchases in advance, like saving up for a new appliance instead of buying it right away on credit. Another trick they use is the 24-hour rule. If they want something that's not on their list, they wait 24 hours before buying it. This gives them time to think about whether the purchase is really necessary. Planning ahead helps frugal people avoid wasting money on things they don't need. It also allows them to stay on budget and focus on their financial goals, like saving for a big purchase or paying off debt. By avoiding impulse buys, they make smarter choices with their money. Number 6. They cook at home and avoid eating out. Frugal people know that one of the easiest ways to save money is by cooking at home instead of eating out. While it's nice to eat at restaurants or grab takeout, it can get expensive fast. A single meal at a restaurant can cost 3 or 4 times more than cooking the same meal at home. By preparing their own meals, frugal people save a lot of money. They plan their weekly meals ahead of time and buy groceries based on what they need. Meal planning helps them avoid wasting food, and it prevents last-minute takeout orders because they don't have anything ready to eat. Cooking at home doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Frugal people often stick to simple, affordable recipes that don't require fancy ingredients. They also take advantage of cooking in bulk. For example, they might prepare large portions of meals like soups, stews, or casseroles and freeze the extra for later. This not only saves time, but also ensures they always have something ready to eat, which reduces the temptation to eat out. By cooking at home, frugal people also eat healthier since they have control over the ingredients they use. This habit not only saves money, but also contributes to a better lifestyle. Whether it's making breakfast, lunch, or dinner, cooking at home is a simple but powerful way to stick to a budget and avoid unnecessary spending. Number 7. They live below their means and invest the rest. Frugal people make sure they spend less than they earn. This is called living below your means. Instead of using all their income on things they want, they focus on covering their needs and saving the rest. This simple habit helps them avoid debt and build wealth over time. After covering their basic needs like rent, groceries, and bills, frugal people save or invest the extra money. They put it into savings accounts, retirement funds, or simple investments like index funds. This allows their money to grow over time, creating a more secure future. By living below their means, frugal people don't have to worry about financial emergencies. They have an emergency fund ready for unexpected expenses, like car repairs or medical bills. They also build up long-term savings for things like buying a house or retiring early. This habit not only reduces financial stress, but also gives them more freedom in the future. Instead of living paycheck to paycheck, they build a safety net that allows them to take control of their financial future. Living below your means and investing the rest is a key to reaching financial goals and living a stable, comfortable life. Frugal living is not about being cheap or giving up the things you enjoy. It's about making smart choices with your money and focusing on what truly matters. By adopting the 7 habits of frugal living, you can take control of your personal finances and start saving more. These habits may seem simple, but they can make a big impact over time. By planning ahead, living below your means, and avoiding wasteful spending, you can build a strong financial foundation and achieve your goals, whether it's paying off debt, saving for a home, or preparing for retirement. Anyone can live more frugally by making small changes in their daily habits. Start today, and you'll soon see how these simple actions can lead to a more financially secure and stress-free future. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.